Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Robertson Memorial Gymnasium, where today the Roseburg boys get ready to host the North Medford Black Tornado in the final game of the regular season. We just wrapped up the girls' game just moments ago, but getting ready for the boys' game here coming up. The Roseburg girls falling in their matchup 54-18. But the Roseburg boys looking to try and bounce back after a tough loss yesterday against Grants Pass. The Roseburg boys losing 49-46 against the Cavemen in a game that could have clinched solo possession of third place in the Southwest Conference for Roseburg. But they go into this matchup, they already know they're headed to the postseason. So a little bit of that pressure off of their shoulders as the tiebreaker falls Roseburg's way. Meanwhile, on the other side, it was a tough one yesterday for the North Medford Black Tornado as they lost by 6 against crosstown rival South Medford in a matchup that could have possibly given North Medford some hopes of a share of the conference title or maybe even the conference title outright. But now these two teams will try to bounce back after losses yesterday and see if they can get wins here today to finish out the regular season, taking them in to the state playoffs. Joey Kieran here with you. It is great to have you with us for today's broadcast of Roseburg High Sports on the Score. One game in the books, a second game coming up. Want to remind everybody, if you're tuning in for the radio broadcast and haven't caught this before, we do have coverage of Roseburg High Sports streaming online at 541radio.com. You can also watch on our YouTube channel. 1490 The Score on YouTube is where you can find us. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you stay up to date with all that is going on with Roseburg High Sports online. As we get ready for our matchup, we've got a conversation I had with head coach Jordan Humphreys just a few moments ago. So we will have that for you when we come back. Another 2-minute timeout. And when we come back, we'll talk with Jordan Humphreys as we get ready for Roseburg High basketball right here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
As a doctor, I kept myself safe from COVID by following all the proper protocols. Then I visited my family, and we all got COVID. I debated getting the vaccine since I gained the COVID antibodies. I changed my mind because I learned the antibodies may not offer full protection. But getting the vaccine after COVID can help prevent you from getting sick again. It also lowers your risk of getting someone else sick. So whether you've already had COVID or you're still unvaccinated, please get the vaccine.
back here in between games, getting ready for the final regular season game for the Roseburg boys as they get ready to take on North Medford here to wrap up the regular season. Joining us is head coach Jordan Humphreys. Coach, but first let's go back to last night. An exciting and fun game to watch from the stands down on the floor. You know, I know that you credited the effort from your team. You liked that you guys were competitive out there, but ultimately down the stretch, you guys need to have a bit cooler heads down the stretch to be able to come up with the play you needed. Guys got a little frantic, it seemed like, when you had the opportunity to maybe force it into overtime.
Yeah, I definitely had multiple opportunities. Looking back, I definitely wish I would have saved one more timeout to use there at the end, but I think every one I took were at the right times. Just needed 6 instead of 5, and our guys rebounded hard, executed defensively in that last minute and a half like we needed to. Just offensively couldn't make something happen or get somebody in the right position with the right composure to get us in something that we needed. But definitely worked hard till the end and didn't stop even that last 30 seconds. We got 4 possessions, which getting guys to understand how you can extend a game in that what seems like a short amount of time is a big step. And so for them to see that and understand that, and even a lot of times guys go down and start jacking up threes, and I got it through their heads that we didn't need to do that, and we can settle for attacking the basket and getting easy ones at the rim.
Yeah, you guys, and you played really well, and gave yourselves every opportunity. I was impressed with the way the guys stuck with it and didn't give in, knowing that the time was running out. Games like that, though, obviously, it's a learning experience and not one that these guys have been in a lot, and they obviously get a chance there to kind of feel what it's like to be in a game that kind of almost had a playoff-like atmosphere, went down to the wire, and required some heady play towards the end of the game. How big is a moment like that for you guys to get that experience?
Obviously, it's huge for those guys to be in that situation and then get a look back at it and kind of recap and talk through it and look at the positives and the negatives, and especially for guys, younger guys to see. I was even able to communicate with some of our JV guys watching it and kind of explain through some of that stuff so that they could learn from watching it and seeing it. And so in the future, hopefully, even in future JV games or varsity games, they're understanding what we want to do down the stretch or end of quarter situations.
Now, we talked last night, and you tell me that it is pretty much figured out. You guys are heading to the postseason. You've got the number 3 seed, the auto bid out of the Southwest Conference in your pocket, which is fantastic for this program. For you, getting a chance to get this team into the postseason for the first time as a head coach, what's that mean to you?
It's big. Obviously the goal, when I started 3 years ago, was to just work on building a program of the philosophies that I have, and getting our guys to that point right now is big, as far as looking into the future and our younger guys seeing it and the excitement that we have at our games. I've just been impressed with even just our fans being here and supporting. I think back to the South Medford game where our fans were going crazy even though we were down by 30 and 40, and they were still in the games, and I think part of that's a credit to how hard our guys play. And the fans see that, and they enjoy watching good, hard basketball, and our guys are doing that, and I think it's creating some excitement for the younger guys as well.
Now, with that in your back pocket, obviously, the outcome of this game doesn't necessarily change the fact that you guys are going to get a chance to play one more game coming up next week, but there's a lot riding on this game that you guys can try and help improve maybe slightly where you're at in that playoff bracket coming up on Sunday morning. What's today's game mean for you? What do you feel like you guys have to do to try and come away with a win against North Medford?
Obviously, I want to win every game, and so do our guys, and so having that competitiveness is great, but being able to have the freedom to play without the pressure that if we don't win, we're not moving on. And I think some of that might have bit us a little bit last night. Guys were down the stretch thinking, shoot, a minute and a half left, this could be the end of our season, we may not get to go on, but I think today we'll have that freedom to play and go out and have fun, and sometimes that freedom allows you to play a little bit better than you're actually capable of, and so having that, no pressure in our mind is a great thing for us, and just go out and have fun.
All right, Coach, good luck out there today.
Thank you.
That is head coach Jordan Humphreys prior to tip-off here today. We are going to have another anthem coming up here, so back in the studio, Abby, we're going to replay the last 2-minute break that we had. We'll just replay that one, so you'll just do the same thing you just did. Abby back there learning things and doing a nice job on the radio side for us here today, helping keep things moving for us there as we make it through here at the tail end of the high school basketball season. So we'll have another 2-minute break here coming up. Just replay the last one. Roseburg and North Medford. Last time the two teams met, North Medford able to hold on for a 71-61 victory against Roseburg. Roseburg trailed by 12 early in the game, fought back, had a lead in the third quarter, but then North Medford outscored Roseburg 25-19 in the fourth period to earn the victory. So it was a back and forth game that unfortunately didn't quite go Roseburg's way as they couldn't finish the ball game out, but they'll see if they can maybe bring a little bit more to it today and get a win here at home to finish out the regular season and move into the postseason with a little bit of confidence in their back pocket. All right, we'll go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout as we get ready for the national anthem and the starting lineups, so don't go anywhere. 2-minute break, and we'll be back with Roseburg boys basketball against North Medford on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
But this wraps up her basketball season. Carmen Finley, give her a big hand.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
I'm Amelia Snow. I work in the intensive care unit at Mercy Medical Center in Roseburg. I have seen the terrible damage COVID has done to my patients and their families. Without a vaccine, people of all ages can get very sick, even if they were perfectly healthy before they had COVID. The COVID vaccine is safe and effective and will reduce your risk of getting so sick you wind up at Mercy Medical. Get vaccinated, and I won't have to see you in the ICU.
Well, we welcome you back here to Roseburg High School, where North Medford gets ready to finish out their regular season. So does Roseburg in the visiting black jerseys. North Medford head coach Scott Blankenhorn will put together a starting 5. Austin McLean leading things off, a 6'4" senior wing. Tyson Neff, a 6-foot guard senior. Trayson Neff, 6'2" guard, a senior. Also a senior at 6'4" at post, O'Shea Miller. And then on the others for the Black Tornado, Bryce Dyer, a 6'5" senior wing. On the other side for Roseburg, head coach Jordan Humphreys, his starting 5 tonight. Sophomore Micah Mendoza, along with senior Ben Pike. Junior Boston Williams, a senior Danil Olson, and the third senior in the lineup will be Carson Six. That is a look at tonight's starting lineups for Roseburg and North Medford as we're ready to go for tip-off here from Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. In the center circle, it'll be Danil Olson and Bryce Dyer. North will be going right to left on your radio dial. Roseburg going left to right. And the tip is won by North Medford. Into the front court they come. With the basketball, Tyson Neff will start things off. He passes left side. And back out to the top. McLean, they work it to the far side. O'Shea Miller gets right into the middle. And Miller will score the first points of the ball game to give North Medford a 2-0 lead. Roseburg with it on the far side. Enter it down into Danil Olsen. His turnaround right-handed hook shot goes through. And just like that, we're knotted back up at 2 apiece. Left side with it, McLean at the wing. Back out to the top between the circles for Neff. That's Trey Neff. Left side. Dyer gets it into the corner. Back to McLean. A one-handed pass across the floor. Catch and shoot for Ty Neff. And his shot off the mark. Mendoza comes down with the rebound. Roseburg will get the stop. 6 will bring it up the floor. Up to the top. Crossover. Goes left. Jump stop in the lane. Tried to draw a whistle. Does not get it. Shot blocked. Up the floor comes North Medford. Right side with it. Dyer at the wing. Working against Olsen. Out to Miller at the top. Miller gives it up right side. Now tries to get it back, cutting to the rim. Gets contact from 6. Carson 6 will pick up the first foul of the ball game, and O'Shea Miller has a quick 4 points in this one for North Medford. So O'Shea Miller will go to the free throw line, a chance for a 3-point play, and a chance to score the first 5 points of the game for North Medford. 6:43 to play here in the first. And the big man does not connect on the 3-point opportunity. Roseburg down with the stop. Some pressure in the backcourt by North. Mendoza works it up the near sideline to Williams. Into the corner. Plenty of time to set up for the 3. And Danil Olsen has the first 5 points of the game for Roseburg, and he gives them a 1-point lead. Right side. Long skip pass into the corner for Bryce Dyer. He instead passes it out, gets it back. He's got a chance at a left side 3. That one clanks off the back iron. Rebound to Miller. He finds the open man underneath. And right underneath, that is Austin McLean for 2. 6-5, North Medford in front. Williams gets it to the free throw line to Olsen, to Mendoza. Now to Pike at the line. Mendoza will get it back out at the top. He'll set up for the straightaway 3. That one died on the iron. Rebound down to the Black Tornado. Up the floor they go, leading 6-5. 5:44 to go here first quarter. Left side, McLean. Back out to the top. Ty Neff gets it to Dyer. Dyer lofts it down underneath Miller. And O'Shea Miller having a great start to the ball game. Has another 2, and North is on top, 8-5. Their largest lead at 3, trying to tie it up. Olsen didn't quite get it, but a rebound back to Roseburg. Ben Pike gets his shot knocked out of bounds. He did a head fake, trying to get the defender in the air, and that hesitation allowed the defense from North Medford to recover, and now on the inbound, North takes it away. Push it up the floor, and that one goes to Ty Neff. He gets 2. So it's a 10-5 lead for North Medford here in the first quarter. 5:03 to go. 6 left of the key. Out beyond the perimeter, dribbles to the free throw line, into the corner to Olsen. Danil looking underneath, wants to get it to Pike. Pike trying to back his way in, out to Williams for a 3. Boston Williams cashes in. Williams will make it a 2-point ball game. 10-8 here, early period. 1-6 working against Miller, who just backs his way in and uses the glass. O'Shea Miller with 8 points here in the opening period. 6, other direction, drives in. Underhand pass to Pike. Pike slips through the defense, but his shot just ricochets off the iron. And that'll bring North Medford the other direction. Miller's going to try a 3 now from long range. He's off the mark, and Olsen will get the rebound. Miller's been dominating in the middle, but couldn't get the long range shot to go. Now Pike gets free from everybody, and he lays in an easy 2. And we got a 2-point game, 12-10. North Medford in front. Right side attacking in. Got Pike in the air, but no whistle. He got some pressure on top of Dyer, and Dyer misses the lay-in. Left side, Williams back out to the top to 6. Near the midcourt stripe, he'll dribble, angles left side. 3:44 to go, first period. He drives right side, jump stop, draws a whistle. Be the first foul for North Medford of the ball game. It goes against Trey Neff. Not a shooter. Inbound from the baseline, Olsen Gets it into Mendoza. Mendoza, a quiet night yesterday against Grants Pass. Olsen out to Pike for a three. Pike's three, high off the iron. And skying up to get it is Dyer. He'll bring the ball up the floor through the center circle. Straight away, had some time and space out at the top. Doesn't take it, gets it to Miller underneath. And Miller just makes the spin move to the basket. And a timeout taken down on the floor. 30-second timeout. Let's go ahead and take the 30-second break, and we'll come back. 3:21 to go here in the first quarter. It is 14-10. North Medford in front of Roseburg on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Four-point lead for North Medford out of the timeout. It is a three from the right wing by Olsen, off the mark for the lefty. Roseburg gets the rebound and a whistle against North Medford. Second team foul against the Black Tornado. Roseburg basketball on the Score, brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Inbound pass goes to Williams, and Boston over the defense, able to rise up and use the glass for two. Back to a two-point ball game, 14-12, 2:53 to go, first period. Lob underneath. They try to go with a different defensive attack against O'Shea Miller. Doesn't work. He continues to pound inside, and Miller gets another two and a chance at the three-point play. Once again, the basket did count, so they'll add the points up there. 16-12. Foul goes against Hunter Fullerton, who has come into the game for Roseburg. No, that can't be true. Hunter Fullerton's now getting ready to check in. Free throw is good for Miller. So that was actually against Jace Wilder on the foul. Wilder had just checked into the game. Hunter Fullerton now does check into the game. Williams, Mendoza, Olsen, Wilder, and Fullerton on the floor for the Tribe. Trailing by 5, matching their largest deficit of the game. Left side, Williams drives, pulls up for the long two. Off the front iron, no good. Wilder with the rebound in the middle. Right in front of the basket, he draws a whistle. This goes against O'Shea Miller, his first. That is the third against North Medford. Roseburg with 2. It is a shooter, so going to the free throw line will go Jace Wilder, the junior, coming off the bench here today. Spins the ball in the right hand, gets ready for the first shot, and puts that one through. Roseburg basketball also brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. Second free throw off the mark by Wilder. So just 1 out of 2, a 3-point game, make it a 4-point game. Left side going quick, and a foul called. Antonio Orozco will get the 2 as he got out in front of the defense. 19-13. Micah Mendoza going to get called for this one. And substitutions coming back in for both sides. Ben Pike. Carter Stedman will check in for the first game, missed last night's game. Pike will go in for Olsen. So Pike, Wilder, Stedman, Fullerton, and Williams on the floor. O'Shea Miller checked out for North Medford. They brought in Brandon Dominguez as the free throw no good for Orozco. Can't get the three-point play. Putback attempt by Dyer, no good. And Roseburg will get the stop. Stedman brings it up the floor, across the timeline, out at the top. Looking left, he gets it to Fullerton. Fullerton turns, drives, baseline jumper, lost the defender, too long. Falls off, pulled down by Trey Neff. Up the floor to Dyer on the left wing, underneath. Got the defender in the air, kick out, a 3-ball for North. No good, rebound, pulled down by Fullerton. Off the mark on the shot there by Andrew Plankenhorn. A 3 on the other side by Williams, missed everything. And tried to save it back in bounds, Ben Pike. Couldn't get a good handle on it, and it's the last touch by Roseburg. 19-13 your score. Into the front court comes Plankenhorn, the sophomore, son of the head coach Scott Plankenhorn. Pass left side, Plankenhorn at the wing. Back out to the top, catch and shoot on a three. Dies on the back iron. No good for Trey Neff. Stedman will bring it up the far sideline. Angles to the right, backs out between the circles. Out at the top, marked by Orozco. Dribbles right side. Into the corner, back out. Fullerton, straight away look at a three. Nails it. Hunter Fullerton gets his first, and a big three for Roseburg. Gets it back to a three-point game, 19-16. Out at the top, Dyer with it. One-handed pass to Trey. Neff drives, left elbow. Pull-up jumper is good. Trey Neff will get his first points of the ball game. Roseburg quickly into the front court. 21-16, 5-point lead for North. Fullerton tries to force up a shot, had a defender right in front of him. Went up over the top, and he could not get it to fall. Dyer gets it out to the left wing. Puts it out to the top. Neff with it. They'll run the call from Coach Plankenhorn from the sideline. Neff passes left side, gets it right back. Left to the key. They go with the lob back to the rim, and it didn't quite work. Stepping on the baseline, Bryce Dyer. Big guy. He could definitely jump. The senior at 6'5". They wanted to get him a lob to the rim, and it wasn't quite there. And a turnover by North Medford. Dyer will get a seat on the bench. Olsen back in for Roseburg as well. Comes in for Williams. Substitutions coming, or excuse me, explanation at the scorer's table. 22.5 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 21-16 our score, and I think they're working on the clock. 22.5 seconds to play. Today's game brought to you by Good Vibrations, solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. Not sure how much time they'll put back on there. 24 something possibly. It's now 2.4. Yeah, there they go. 24 seconds on the clock. Roseburg with the basketball, trailing by 5 here in the first period. Carter Stedman will walk it up. Not a hurry to get into the front court as time ticks away on the first period. Roseburg right side to Fullerton. Back out to the top to Stedman. 10 seconds to go now. To Pike. Pike to Olsen. Fakes left. Gets airborne. Jump shot doesn't go. Down with it. North Medford. Three-quarter court shot is over the backboard. And at the end of one, it is 23-16. North Medford in front of Roseburg. We'll take a 60-second break, 1 minute break, and we'll be back with the second quarter on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
Hey there, sports fans. It's Joey Kieran with The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. We're bringing you more local sports content as we change up our weekday sports lineup. We've got the Bald-Faced Truth with John Canzano, noon to 3 every weekday. And then from 4 to 6 is the James Crepia Show. More local sports talk here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Second quarter action here. It is 21-16. North Medford in front of Roseburg, and they've got to hustle over to get the ball in bounds as they were late getting out of the first period timeout. Leading scorer in the ballgame right now, 13 points for O'Shea Miller, leading North Medford. Driving in, Carson Six has it taken out of his hands. Out in front, Orozco lays it in. Antonio Orozco will make it a 9-point ball game in favor of North Medford. Danil Olsen rattles it through on the other side for Roseburg. A shot from the top is Antonio Orozco for the 3. Catching up on my scoring here. Somehow I had gotten off there. 26-18 is your score. 8-point ball game. Foul offensive against Roseburg. The foul goes against Jace Wilder, picking up his second. 4th foul against Roseburg. 26-18 your score. North Medford in front by 8. Ball poked out of the hands of Plankenhorn. Out to the top to Orozco. Ben Pike on him. He drives to the free throw line. Pass into the corner. Jab step. Pass it away by Goodrich, who's entered the game. Connor Goodrich driving in. Tyson Neff shot. Bounces out of the iron. Pulled down by Roseburg as Mendoza will bring it up the floor. 6:36 to go here in the second quarter. Pike gets it in the corner. Bounce it down to 6. Tries to back his way in. Just muscles his way all the way to the rim. Carson 6 gets his first point to the ball game. Cuts it down to a 6-point game. On the right side, crossover dribble, driving in, kick out. Plankenhorn into the corner. A 3 is good for Brandon Dominguez. And the 3 ball falling pretty well for North Medford here early. They've got a couple here in this second period. Right side, Olsen lobs it down to 6. Tries to back his way in, has the ball taken away. 6 rips it back on the floor. Can't hang on to it. Up the floor they go. Out to Plankenhorn. He'll retreat back out. To the right elbow. Orozco gets it to Plankenhorn. Back out to Orozco. Steps into the 3. Nails it. Second of the period for Antonio Orozco. And it's suddenly out to a 12-point lead for North Medford here in the second period. 5:35 to go before halftime. Bounce it down to Wilder, trying to back his way in. And Jace Wilder uses the left hand for 2. 10-point ball game. Out at the top with it, Ty Neff. Starters getting ready to come back into the game for North. Left side, Neff a 3. He rattles that one through. Tyson Neff gets another. And the 3 ball is draining here in the second for North Medford. They've got 4 in the period. Roseburg keeps trying to attack down low, and they turn it over. Neff will bring it across into the half court. Nearly had it picked away by Mendoza. Dribbles it and gets it to Dominguez into the corner, driving in, and that is Goodrich who lays it in. And North Medford really just offensively cannot miss here in this second quarter. Wilder gets it to Olsen out at the top, trying to attack left side. Is laying, just sneaks its way over the iron and goes through. Danil Olsen, much needed points for Roseburg there, 13-point game. Left side, Ty Neff dribbles out to the top. Right side to Orozco for the 3, and it just will not stop. Orozco with 3 threes in the period. It was O'Shea Miller in the first period for North Medford. Now it's Orozco with the 3s here in the second, and Roseburg tries to force it up the floor. Ball taken away. Orozco has it. Why not another? Yep. 4 3-pointers in the period for Antonio Orozco, and he has got 16 points in the game. He's got 14 here in this period. 43-24, North all over Roseburg. Enter it down to Wilder on the right block. Ball taken away again, and the offense just not there for Roseburg right now. Right side, Orozco, another one. Oh, my goodness. 5 in the period. It is a 22-point lead all of a sudden. North Medford in front. Antonio Orozco with 5 threes in the quarter, and Roseburg with no answer. 46-24 North after getting beaten by South Medford last night. They are coming out inspired against Roseburg here today. Can they try? They trailed by 12 in the first quarter at North Medford in the first meeting between the two teams, and Roseburg fought their way back to take a lead in the third quarter. They are down by 22 here in the second. Antonio Orozco, heat check. And boy, this is going to be one big hill to climb for Roseburg against North Medford. This has gone off the rails pretty quickly here for the Tribe. 3:26 to play in the first half. Antonio Orozco giving North Medford a huge lead. Micah Mendoza will bring it into the front court. Left side to Fullerton. Roseburg's going to have to get some shots to go. They cannot keep the ball as Orozco steals away another. Lobs underneath. Extra pass. Ball tipped out of bounds by Roseburg after Dyer put it up. Orozco drawing a lot of attention there. Everybody thought he was going to go for a sixth here in the period. 3:07 to go. Still a lot of time left in the second quarter, but geez, 15 points on three-pointers alone for Antonio Orozco here in the third. He'll try another one. Oh! His sixth was a dramatic one that goes down, comes out off the glass, and finally falls through. 49-24. Antonio Orozco, 6 3-pointers in the period. Asher Vredenberg is checked into the game for Roseburg. Hunter Fullerton out at the top with it. Right side to Vredenberg, drives in, gets it to Mendoza in the corner. Mendoza finds Vredenberg wide open, and the shot just smacked out of bounds by Austin McLean. Stays with Roseburg with 2:37 to play here in the second quarter. Fullerton inbounds. Out to Vredenberg, looks left side, long pass almost picked off. Fullerton a three, short, rebound down to North. Up the floor, get it to Orozco. Why not number 7? No, will not. Rebound down to Williams. Williams will try to step into a straightaway three. His shot is short. Up the floor, and it's O'Shea Miller. His shot will not go down. That one hung on the back of the iron. O'Shea Miller instead will go to the free throw line. It has been all North here in this second quarter. They are outscoring Roseburg 28-8. And it's Antonio Orozco who's going to get ready for, I think, a substitution as Miller will hit the first of 2 free throws. Antonio Orozco gets a round of applause as he heads to the bench. He has 26 in the period, 28 in the ball game. Second free throw from Miller goes through, but no. Only one at the line. Second one a violation. 50-24. North Medford in front. 2:05 to play here in the first half. Vredenberg right side in the corner. Back out to Fullerton. Nearly had it taken away. Back to Vredenberg. He shoots the three off the mark. Roseburg just rushing to try and at least get a shot up. This smothering defense from North Medford. Out at the top, head fake, driving, Ty Neff. A whistle, turns it over. .144 to go in the first half. Stedman will bring the ball up the floor for the Tribe. Comeback here would be massive for Roseburg and be quite the finish to the season. Ball taken away. No, Fullerton keeps it in the front court. Vredenberg travels. Roseburg just looks antsy. They just look like they are trying to move before their bodies are ready. Looks like they're overthinking everything. They just look antsy against North Medford here. Ty Neff will bring the ball up the floor with 1:20 to go in the first half. Dyer gets it left wing out to the top. Underneath McLean, gets it to Miller. Miller hit by Fullerton as he goes up. Will draw another couple of free throws. Roseburg with now 16 fouls. Today's game brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area. And by Flyaway Travel, you can contact their travel experts for your travel plans. 672-5701. Nope. First free throw does not go through for Miller. Carson Sticks back in the game for Roseburg. Second free throw coming up here from Miller. The righty No, but again, another lane violation. And Miller will get another look at it. He's got the name I always think of when it comes to kind of interesting free throw shooting is Chris Dudley. He always had that kind of just that second hitch in the shot that always caught people off guard. Second free throw does miss for Miller. Still 50-24. Up the floor, Asher Friedenberg, breakaway lay-in. 24-point game. 50-26. Miller, they just can't stop him down low. O'Shea Miller and Antonio Orozco, it is just all them here in this one so far. 51 seconds to go in the first half. Stedman through the center circle. Left side, Friedenberg. Bounce pass to the top to Williams. Back to Friedenberg. Looking in the middle instead. To the corner. 6. Couple of fakes. Back out to Olsen. Olsen. Nice one out to the top. And a too strong pass by Carter Stedman over the hands of Asher Friedenberg. Turnover by Roseburg. 29.6 to play. The Roseburg boys with no answer for Antonio Orozco and for O'Shea Miller. Right side, Ty Neff. Pass taken away by Friedenberg. He'll try to add another 2. Oh, can't get the bucket, but he does draw the foul as he gets knocked to the ground. Fourth foul against North Medford here in the first. It is a shooter, so to the line will go Friedenberg. Roseburg basketball brought to you by Roseburg Honda. Buying a car can be a hassle, but at Roseburg Honda, it's different. Customer satisfaction, their highest priority. Visit Roseburg Honda where they treat you like family because they are family. Asher will hit the first. He's got 2 coming here. 21.4 seconds to play. Second free throw, no. That one hung up there for a while. North Medford down with the ball. 16 seconds. They may play for the final shot here. Miller with it at the top. Finds a cutting. Bryce Dyer in the middle. His first shot no good. Now it'll be Asher Friedenberg that slaps across the wrist to draw the foul. That'll send Bryce Dyer to the free throw line. 6.5 seconds to go in the first half.
Bryce Dyer at the line for North Medford, shooting 2.
We'll put a couple of guys in the lane for North here. They initially had started out behind the three-point line. 6.5 to go. Dyer gets the first one. And Bryce Dyer, the senior, will get the second. I believe he's headed off to go play football in the college ranks. 3 seconds to go. Lost ball. In for a 3 at the buzzer. No, we're not going to get it off in time. North Medford leads 54-27. They double up Roseburg in the first half. So we go to the halftime break. It is all Black Tornado around Roseburg. Go to the halftime break. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Let's go ahead and play that first halftime commercial break. As we go to the break, it is a big lead for North Medford on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
As a doctor, I kept myself safe from COVID by following all the proper protocols. Then I visited my family, and we all got COVID. I debated getting the vaccine since I gained the COVID antibodies. I changed my mind because I learned the antibodies may not offer full protection. But getting the vaccine after COVID can help prevent you from getting sick again. It also lowers your risk of getting someone else sick. So whether you've already had COVID or you're still unvaccinated, please get the vaccine.
Back here at Roseburg High School where the halftime break is underway. It is all North Medford. 54-27 your score at the break. 27-point lead for North Medford. And it was the O'Shea Miller and Antonio Orozco show in the first half. Back and forth kind of in the first quarter, and North Medford would pull ahead by 5 at the end of one, 21-16. But then Antonio Orozco really blew things open in the second quarter as he scores 20 points in the second quarter. I miscounted on my three-point calculations there. I'm not great at math, especially when I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. 20 points in the second quarter on 6 made three-pointers by Antonio Orozco, and he has 22 points in his first half. What a day for him. And O'Shea Miller had 13 of his points in the first quarter. So two guys really doing all the heavy lifting for North Medford, but why not? If they're going to do it, let them. And that is exactly the way things are working out so far for head coach Scott Plankenhorn and the Black Tornado. On the other side for Roseburg, just inefficient offensively. They could do nothing against the North Medford defense in that second quarter specifically. Roseburg really just struggled to find any sort of rhythm on the offensive side, and that has cost them as they are only able to put up 11 points in that second period, outscored 33-11. We'll take another 2-minute timeout as our score 54-27. When we come back, we'll look at individual numbers from the first half of the ball game. Right now, it is North Medford leading Roseburg big here from Robertson Memorial Gymnasium on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
I'm Amelia Snow. I work in the intensive care unit at Mercy Medical Center in Roseburg. I have seen the terrible damage COVID has done to my patients and their families. Without a vaccine, people of all ages can get very sick, even if they were perfectly healthy before they had COVID. The COVID vaccine is safe and effective and will reduce your risk of getting so sick you wind up at Mercy Medical. Get vaccinated, and I won't have to see you in the ICU.
At the halftime break, it is North Medford leading Roseburg 54-27. We'll take a look at the individual scoring from the first half of this regular season finale here in just a moment. But before that, let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Roseburg basketball on The Score. Roseburg currently trailing by 27 against North Medford. Let's take a look at scores from the first half. Of course, it is Antonio Roscoe at the top with 22 points on 6 threes in there. 16 points for O'Shea Miller. Then you had 5 points for Tyson Neff, 2 points for Austin McLean, 2 for Trayson Neff, Bryce Dyer with 2, Connor Goodrich with 2, and Brandon Dominguez with 3. On the other side for Roseburg, leading the way with 9 points, Danil Olson. 5 points for Boston Williams, and you got 3 points for Jace Wilder, Ben Pike with 2, Hunter Fullerton with 3, Asher Friedenberg with 3, and Carson Six with 2. Just about ready to get the second half underway, so we'll take our final 60-second break and get ready for the third quarter after this on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Well, we get ready to begin the third quarter. Roseburg trailing against North Medford, 54-27. A lot of work to do here. Roseburg dug out of a big hole against North Medford when they were down there, but that was only a 12-point deficit. It was in the first quarter. 27 points at halftime. This is going to be a big hill to climb. Austin McLean out there along with Bryce Dyer, Trey Neff, O'Shea Miller, and Ty Neff. And Trey Neff tries to get a 3 to start out the third quarter and misses the shot there in the opening 15 seconds. Carson Six, Micah Mendoza, Danil Olson, Ben Pike, and Boston Williams out there for Roseburg. Mendoza will dribble left into the corner, pass out to the top to Williams. Get it to Olson at the free throw line. Turn to try and attack. A whistle stops the play before it begins. Foul is called against Bryce Dyer. First foul of the second half. Inbound goes to Olson on the left wing. Out to the top to Mendoza. Dribbles, angles left side. Back with the right hand. He'll dribble out to the top. Back to his left. Pass to the top, trying to get it to Boston Williams. But the defense all over him. North takes away another one. Roseburg tries to get it away. Hook shot pass into the baseline, and that is Austin McLean for another 2. 56-27, North in front. 29-point lead, and a ball nearly taken away again on the far side. Hunter Fullerton checking in. Inbound from the sideline for Fullerton. Gets it into Pike. Gets it right back. Hands it off to Mendoza out at the top. Left side. Out at the wing. To Olsen. Left wing. Going to try to attack. Had it tipped out of his hands, but a foul called for the reach in. Austin McLean will pick up that foul. His first, second team foul of the half for North. Lob out to the top for the inbound pass out to 6. Tries to attack right side. Steps in. Fadeaway jumper. That one easily blocked by Dyer. Up the floor. McLean feeds it to Ty Neff. A foul and the bucket. And it is just all North Medford. And Roseburg just, they're struggling to run through their offense on that side of the floor right now for the Tribe. Not the momentum builder they were looking for the playoffs as the shot drops through for Ty Neff. 59-27. Mendoza traveled. Just walking his way up, and Roseburg just making kind of silly mistakes here. Inbound for Trey Neff. Lobs it into the backcourt for Ty. Bounce it right side. Trey was open for a minute for 3. Doesn't take it. Out to the top to McLean. They work to the top now. Driving in. Kick out. McLean draws it back out. Looking across the floor. Pump fake left. Ty Neff back out to Trey. Trey lobs it to the far corner. Catch and shoot on the 3. Off the mark by Dyer. Put back attempt by Ty Neff. No good, but O'Shea Miller on the third attempt will go to 18 points in the ball game as he puts that one in. And over 60 points now for North Medford. A 3 in the corner by Hunter Fullerton off the mark. Out of bounds to North. Just a pretty dominant showing here from North Medford after losing last night at home against crosstown rival South Medford. Black Tornado looking to try and take out some aggression on somebody. Catch for the 3. Ty Neff keeps it rolling for the Black Tornado. 63. Make it 64. Sorry, that was a 3-point shot. 64-27. 37-point game here. Bounce it down to Olsen. Left-handed hook shot. That one off the mark, off the glass into the hands of Miller. Ty Neff will bring it up across the timeline. Working against Mendoza. Crossover back to his left. Gets to the free throw line. The runner knocks right through. Ty Neff coming alive here in the third quarter. Up the floor, Roseburg. Hunter Fullerton tries to drive out to Mendoza, the lefty for a 3. Off the mark, got his own rebound, goes right back in. Double clutch shot, no good. Third attempt, Danil Olsen on the putback. And Roseburg with their first points of the second half, and now a foul coming up this near side. And Coach Jordan Humphreys asking why that's a foul and not a foul on the other side against North Medford when it happens to Roseburg. Inbound here in the near sideline. Handoff. 3 from the left side off the mark for Trey Neff. Underneath the offensive putback attempt for Bryce Dyer. No good, but he'll go to the line. Just offensive rebounding. Scoring, turnovers, it's all favoring North Medford right now. Largest lead has been 39. Trying to get it back to that point here at the line for Bryce Dyer. And he will miss the front end of his free throws. He was 2 for 2 at the line prior to that miss. Roseburg basketball brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. Second free throw does fall through for Dyer. 67-29. A three by Olsen. Knocks it through. Danil Olsen makes it 67-32. Pass right side, out to the top. Work it left side of the perimeter. Look right underneath. O'Shea Miller. Man, he's been dominant in the middle. He misses a bunny from right underneath. Olsen going to try the three. He stepped into the straightaway shot. No good. Rebound knocked out of Ben Pike's hands. It'll stay with Roseburg. .333 to go here in the third quarter. Inbound pass just easily taken away by Bryce Dyer. Dyer racing up the floor, lobs to the rim, tipped out to the corner. That was an interesting pass there by McLean. Got it to Ty Neff. Neff's pass stolen away by Six, dribbled behind his back, up the floor to Pike. Pike to Olsen. Olsen gets it back from Mendoza. Felt like a little Harlem Globetrotters there for either side. A lot of touch passes happening. Roseburg does get the two. 67-34. Out at the top, Dyer to the right side, passes it to McLean, lobs down underneath, and an offensive foul against O'Shea Miller as he tried to get away from the Roseburg defense. Substitution, McLean will come out of the game. Back in will come Brandon Dominguez. Antonio Orozco also into the game. He had the hot touch in that first half. 22 points for him in one half of play. Carson Six with it. Left of the key. Takes it right side, backing his way in. Gets all the way underneath. Too short, hit the underside of the rim. Got right too far underneath. Up the far side of the floor with the basketball. Dyer hands it off to Orozco. Underhand pass into the corner. Off the mark for Ty Neff. Olsen pulls down the rebound. Up to Mendoza up the floor. He'll try to attack. Gets in, draws the whistle. Mendoza very good at getting that whistle. That foul goes against Brandon Dominguez. Will send Roseburg to the free throw line.
Mendoza at the line for Roseburg.
Mendoza, the lefty, scoreless so far in the ball game, and it'll stay that way as he misses the front end. Today's game brought to you by Chuck Sorman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? Second free throw for Mendoza. He gets that one to go through. He'll get his first point of the ball game. Sub in for the shooter. 67-35, 32-point lead. It's been as big as 39. Carter Stedman into the game. Handoff. Dominguez gets it back to Neff, to Orozco out at the top. He wants the three. Oh, my goodness, he's unconscious. Hits his 7th three of the ball game. I may start wanting to see just how many he can actually get. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 70-35. North Medford has a chance to set a new season-high scoring record against Roseburg. Ball taken away by Trey Neff. Back out to Orozco. Head fake, gets it back to Ty. Ty Neff to Orozco. He has it taken away. Fight for it on the ground. Ball gets to Dominguez. Kicks out in the corner. Trey, head fake, gets it to Ty. Neff, the three, good. Tyson Neff gets his third three of the ball game, 73-35. Back to a 38-point lead for North Medford. The most points allowed in a game by Roseburg was 74 prior to today. I got a feeling that's going to come to an end. Out at the top, Boston Williams. Pass into the corner for Wilder, a three, no good. Rebound tipped around. Olsen had a second chance, then a third chance, and finally gets it to fall through. 73-37. Up quickly comes North Medford. Trey Neff to the center circle, gets it to Ty Neff. He angles left side, bounces it away to Dyer. Dyer to the top to Dominguez. Straight away, bounces it left side. Orozco into the corner. And a foul called against Roseburg on the far side of the floor. Asher Friedenberg will come in for Carson 6. Final home game for Roseburg this season. North Medford might have a shot at a home game in the first round of the state playoffs. Their power ranking is up there a little ways. Around a screen, Orozco tries for number 8. Oh, too long. Rebound. Getting up there to get to it. Orozco, another look. He's got another one. 8 3-pointers in the ball game. Carter Stedman tries to make the pass to Olsen. Fumbled around. Danil got the shot up, but it falls off the right side of the iron. Up the floor. Pass thrown away. Roseburg will get it back. Antonio Orozco with 6 more points here in the third quarter. He's up to 28 in the ball game. 13 seconds to play here in the third. Stedman takes it left side, gets it to Olsen, a head fake. Pulls up from the left elbow, and he'll flush that one through. Danilo Olsen having a big third quarter. Shot the other direction is off the mark, and at the end of 3, it is 76-39. The Roseburg boys trailing big against North Medford make that. We'll take a 1-minute break here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Come back here with the fourth quarter underway. Quick 60-second timeout that they had there in between the periods. Roseburg with the basketball. Was a ball knocked out of bounds. They'll start with it on their own baseline. Lob out to the top. With it, Williams. Goes to the right side to Carter Stedman. Stedman will try to attack right side. Pulls it back out to Friedenberg. Looks left. Asher will pass it away to Williams. Williams crossover, goes left side. Defensive help comes and knocks it away, but a foul called against Connor Goodrich. Well, last score update we had from the Sutherland girls basketball game going on I-101 FM right now. Sutherland girls were leading 28-21 against Yamhill Carlton in the third quarter of that first round 3A state playoff game. Boston Williams catch and shoot 3 on the inbound pass off the mark. So the Sutherland girls in front. Step back 3 by Trey Neff. And this North Medford team proving they can shoot the basketball. They are in front by 40. Driving in, Asher Friedenberg, the sophomore, got right to the rim, and that one spun around and spit back out. Trey Neff right side. Going to attack from the free throw line. Pulls up for the jumper. No good off the back iron. Mendoza up with it. The sophomore pushing the tempo. Feeds it through the defense to Williams. His shot might have gotten altered at the rim. And the rebound pulled down by North Medford up the floor. Behind the back pass. Out to the line to Goodrich. He'll power his way right to the rim. Shot no good. Wilder with the rebound. Frantic pace here. 79-39. 5:49 to go in the fourth quarter. Williams a deep 3 attempt. Nope. And underneath the rebound for Trey Neff. 5:40 to go and a timeout taken by North Medford. Let's go ahead and take a quick timeout here as well, as North Medford leading 79-39. Actually, we're going to keep it right here, and we will save our final timeout here for a full timeout. So 5:37 to go in the ball game, and it is a 40-point lead for North Medford. It has been all North. Let's count these up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 threes in the ball game. Wouldn't that be nice? Roseburg on the other side, just 4. This has just been an absolutely dominant shooting clinic here by North Medford. 8 3-pointers by Antonio Orozco. The 4 made by Tyson Neff. Excuse me, I think I gave Tyson one of Trey's threes. So 3 by Tyson Neff and 1 by Trey Neff. But even having 3 3-pointers is great in a game. 8 is ridiculous. Underneath, Dominguez fighting over the top of the defense for a shot. Rebound lost, out of bounds, and even up by 40, the North Medford crowd going to appeal on that out-of-bounds call by the officials. Into the corner, Vredenberg drives in, goes with a runner. Teardrop shot will not fall. 4:57 to play. Orozco wants number 9. Nope, will not get it. And out of bounds. I don't think the Roseburg fans can celebrate the fact that he missed that one. And comes out of the game. He's going to be probably your leading scorer overall in this one. I don't think anybody's going to catch him here. 4.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Might be raining outside. It's definitely raining in here. Wilder left side, gets it to Stedman, head fake, drives in, back out to Wilder for the 3. Jace Wilder will knock one down. Puts Roseburg over 40 points on the day. 79-42. Backing his way up the floor comes Plankenhorn. Bounce it right side. Coming to get it. Into the game, Ronan O'Neal. Left side, a 3 by Dominguez. Nope. Stedman pulls down the rebound. He'll bring it up the floor quickly. Gets to Mendoza left side. Couple of crossover dribbles. Gets in the lane. Got hit as he goes up. Doesn't get the shot, but will go to the line.
Foul against Connor Goodrich.
Foul goes against Goodrich. Brandon Dominguez will come out of the game. Out there you've got O'Neal into the game. Corbin Young, Plankenhorn, Goodrich. And your 5th player out there is Houston Klug. So a lot of bench guys in the game for North Medford here, leading big, 37. The free throw goes through for Mendoza. That's where he's had all of his points so far today, is at the free throw line. Second free throw, no good. 79-43, loose ball picked up by Mendoza. 3 for Vredenberg. Asher Vredenberg will cash in on a 3. 3:15 to go in the ball game. Vredenberg applying pressure in the backcourt against Plankenhorn. Saw him doing a lot of that in the JV game. Asher really pestering the other side. Plankenhorn out at the top, pulls it out to the left side. Bounce pass into the middle is taken away by Roseburg. Stedman brings the ball up the floor, tries to bounce it through the defense. In transition, it's taken away by North. Up the floor, Plankenhorn, toss left side, a 3. Everybody's hitting. Houston Klug, will put that one through. Over 80 points on the day, 82-46, North Medford in front. Out to the top, Williams. He'll try the straightaway 3. Not good. Rebound, Vredenberg gets it. And a foul called against North Medford. North Medford picks up their 8th team foul. That'll put us in the bonus here for Roseburg. Shooting 1-1 will be Vredenberg. 2:14 to go in the contest. So now we will, this one pretty much kind of decided here. We're all going to be sitting and waiting to find out how things shake out for the playoff bracket.
Basket good.
North Medford will be waiting to find out who they will take on once the seedings are all set. And Roseburg will be looking to see who they take on, see if they can avoid the number 1 overall seed, but it kind of feels like they're headed that direction. Second free throw, good for Friedenberg. Gets them both. 82-48. Plankenhorn across the timeline. Lost the handle, out of bounds. Well, in for the first time in a ball game at the varsity level, Julian Lopez will check in. Lopez from the JV team. He's been on the bench for a while, but he has not gotten any varsity minutes. He'll check in. Keegan Cleary's out there as well. As Mark Oha is into the game as well. And it goes off of his hands on a pass underneath. Roseburg with their JV guys, a lot of them out there. Lopez, Friedenberg, Oha, Cleary, Wilder, young roster out there on the floor for the Tribe. Wilder will pick off a pass into the middle. He'll bring it up the floor. Crossover, goes right side, kicks into the corner. Friedenberg back into the corner for Wilder for a three. Jace Wilder with the off-balance three-point shot. 82-51, 1 minute to go. Speaking of the JV game, North Medford beat Roseburg 49-43 in the JV game there. Pass into the middle. Wilder almost knocked it away. Out to the top. A three for Klug. That one doesn't fall. Rebound up off the foot for Corbin Young, but he kicks it out to Plankenhorn for a three. No good, and the rebound out of bounds. Clock is running, so final 30 seconds here, going to run out kind of quickly. Up the floor, Oha with it left side. Into the corner, Cleary. Back out to Oha. 25 seconds to go in the ball game. Mark drawing left side. Gets it to Cleary, drives left to the key. Tries the turnaround jump shot. He gets a friendly home roll. Keegan Cleary, the junior, will get 2 points. 82-53. 29-point lead for North Medford, but they led by as many as 40. Clock will run out, and that'll be your final. The regular season comes to an end. 82-53, your final score. North Medford gets the win. We'll come back, and we will recap this one for you and get you on your way here on this Saturday. North Medford comes here to Roseburg High School and pulls away for big victories in both boys and girls basketball. We'll tell you more about it when we come back. Let's go ahead and take the timeout. We will take a 3-minute break, and we will come back and recap this one.
Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
I'm Amelia Snow. I work in the intensive care unit at Mercy Medical Center in Roseburg. I have seen the terrible damage COVID has done to my patients and their families. Without a vaccine, people of all ages can get very sick, even if they were perfectly healthy before they had COVID. The COVID vaccine is safe and effective and will reduce your risk of getting so sick you wind up at Mercy Medical. Get vaccinated, and I won't have to see you in the ICU.
Back here at Roseburg High School, where the Tribe fall against North Medford in the boys' game, 82-53, your final score. It just got ugly early in this one. Roseburg challenged North Medford in the first, but it was a 5-point game at the end of one. North Medford in front 21-16, and then it was the Antonio Orozco show as he scores 20 points in the second quarter. Finishes with a game-high 28 points as North Medford would outscore Roseburg 33-11 to establish a huge lead, and they'd only continue to extend it in the second half, leading by as many as 40 early in the fourth quarter. So North Medford comes away with the big win. They will be moving on. They finished second in the Southwest Conference. Roseburg, via the tiebreaker, will finish third in the Southwest Conference. They do finish tied with Grants Pass for third place. But we explained it a little bit yesterday. Based on what I was told, the tiebreaker after the head-to-head didn't work out. Roseburg and Grants Pass split their head-to-head games, so you couldn't break the tie there. So you go to your record against the other teams in the conference, and Roseburg and Grants Pass, neither team wins against North or South Medford. Then you've got the two teams tied at third between Grants Pass and Roseburg, so you don't go there. You don't figure it out there. Then the fifth-place team was South Eugene, and Roseburg swept South Eugene. Grants Pass split against the Axe. So because Roseburg had a better record against the fifth-place team in the Southwest Conference, by my understanding, that gives them the tiebreaker. So however they figured it out, what I've been told is that Roseburg does get the third seed, so they will be headed to the postseason. That means they will have a first-round matchup coming up. The rankings freeze tonight at 10 o'clock. We'll wait to find out who that means Roseburg will take on, and we'll see where Roseburg's going to in the first round of the state playoffs. They will be on the road. It'll likely be against probably the 1, 2, or 3 seed in the state playoff bracket. So it'll be another tough test for Roseburg in the next one, but I think the accomplishment of making the state playoffs altogether is a big one for the Roseburg boys. As we wrap it up, let's look at the scoring here. Unofficially tonight, 28 points for Antonio Orozco, 18 for O'Shea Miller. They carry the way for the Black Tornadoes. 16 for Ty Neff, 5 for Trey Neff, 4 in the game for Austin McLean. Houston Klug had 3. 3 points for Bryce Dyer, 2 points for Gonner Goodrich, and 3 points for Brandon Dominguez. On the other side for Roseburg with a team-high 20 points, Danil Olson. Nobody else in double figures. Asher Vredenberg, 8 points. 9 for Jace Wilder as he gets a couple there in the fourth quarter. 2 points for Micah Mendoza, 2 for Ben Pike, 5 for Boston Williams, 3 for Hunter Fullerton, 2 for Keegan Cleary, and 2 for Carson Six. And that is the scoring by my tally in this one tonight. We'll have a full recap of this one for you up online at 541radio.com. You can also always check out the latest coverage in high school hoops online at on nrtoday.com, the news review. They always have covered the high school sports scene very well here in Douglas County. As we wrap it up, it's time to name our Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game. Mountain Mike's Pizza, the way it ought to be. For Roseburg, we're going to honor the senior Danil Olson, who finishes with a team-high 20 points. He will be our Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game here tonight. Well, folks, now we'll wait to find out how things work out for the Roseburg boys basketball team and where they're going in the first round of the playoffs. That'll be a game on Tuesday night. We'll find out exact time and location here coming up this weekend. And we'll have coverage for you on that one, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We'll have all the details at 541radio.com on the broadcast schedule. And for the Roseburg girls, the season comes to an end. Congratulations to them on just a hard-working season. I know the results didn't really bear out, but they worked real hard this year. And congratulations to them on just sticking with it all the way through on a difficult season there for the Roseburg girls. We'll have one more basketball game for Roseburg at least, and maybe more if something special happens on the road in the first round of the state playoffs. And then after that, it'll be time to start getting ready for the spring sports season. We'll also have coverage of other playoff action for the Sutherland girls, who were winning last we heard. 46-42 Sutherland. It sounds like maybe the final score in that one. Close one for the Sutherland girls, but looks like they may have a chance at getting a victory there and moving on. That would put them at the final tournament site. If that is the case, Dan Bain will be headed out to Marshfield High School to bring you coverage of the Sutherland girls. And if the Douglas girls also win today, we were looking to try and pick up the Douglas girls basketball game as well, as they'd be out there at Marshfield High School playing. So Dan might be able to pull some double duty for us. Again, head to 541radio.com for the latest broadcast schedule on what's going on for our airwaves. All right, folks, we're going to wrap it up there. Want to say thanks to head coach Chad Smith and the Roseburg girls basketball program for hanging with us and letting us bring you coverage of the Roseburg girls on the radio and on the video stream all season long. Want to say thanks to head coach Jordan Humphreys and the boys basketball team for doing the same. And thanks to head athletic director Russ Bolin for allowing us to bring you another season of Roseburg sports here on the airwaves. Thanks to the North Medford Black Tornado for making the trek up here today and being a part of the action. Want to say thanks to Dale Cranford and Abby Knight for the radio production back in the studio today. Great job by both of them carrying through in a tough spot here where we were a little short-handed today. A big appreciation to both of them. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for today's broadcast, because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Keyran. We will talk to you guys on Tuesday. Date and time, location and time to be determined. But Roseburg boys in the first round of the 6A state playoffs will have it for you Tuesday night as we start winding down the winter sports season. Good luck to Roseburg Wrestling up at the state meet going on right now at Sandy High School. We'll have details on that recap for you as well at 541radio.com. All right, I think I've said everything I can say. We'll wrap it up here from Roseburg High School. I'm Joey Keyran. Stay tuned to 541radio.com to find out the next time we're on the air with Roseburg High Sports here on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.